Well, we really need to get back to that project because that's important to me. And I have all the stuff now to do it. But we're going to do the right thing and do something completely different. Like open this box. Please handle with care. Sure, they did a great job. But we will get started right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, Ross the Oliver Man. Right there. But it is no secret that I like to collect things. And one thing I have found in my travels that I like to collect is old chainsaws. And so that's what is in this box. As you can see from the bar protruding from the package, which is amazing that it made it here. I don't know, that might be more of a the seller's fault than the mail people's fault. And I'm trying to see if this is actually an original hard-nosed bar. Yeah, it is. It says HOMELITE on it. So the cool thing about that is we can get stencils to paint that back on there if we fix them up like show quality like. But what is in this box? Let's open it and find out. All right, so what do we have here and why do we have it? Well, because we're not too smart and we just accumulate stuff. But this is actually a Super XL automatic, which is the same thing as this one. This is a Super XL, identically the same saw, except this one has automatic oiler and this one is manual oiler only. As you can see by the fact that this one just has a metal plug driven in there where the oil pickup pump assembly thing is on this deal. So I thought, because hey, you gotta collect them all, right? You know? So go down the line and get the ones that are different and not spend a ton of money. And that's what I did. I was looking for one of these, and then, you know, I kind of did a trade-off between the best one I could find and ones that weren't super expensive. I have no idea if this runs. It's supposed to be like, feels good. People say never to do that, but I'm sure by this point it's been done anyway, so whatever. Now, the thing that bothers me about it is it has obviously had some work done at some point and had pieces replaced. We have red handle, and that's not the way this would have come. Also interesting to note that automatic oiler, they did not have the manual oiler in this one. I've seen them both ways, but I guess they were going to say highlighting the automatic oiling. So, but then the later Super XLs had both, so figure that one out. But actually, to remedy this problem, I have a solution. My solution is in several bags, but my solution is this. We're going to swap out for another blue handle, and that'll be less obvious. Now, this one I got first, and I'm not exactly sure what... That one's actually the better handle, I think, in as far as the color goes. Let's get this off of there. Come on, baby doll. Come on, air filter. Oh, we have... Obviously, someone has loved this at some point and done some work to it. And so I bought this handle. But this is how it came. No accoutrements, you see. So then I got to looking at the picture and I thought, I don't know if I can reuse some of that or if I want to just have a complete extra set as spare. So then I ended up finding this more rough one, but it's got all the stuff. It's actually got an oiler in it, so that we could use like anything we need. I think I also have a handle half. So there's another bag with some stuff that goes with that. So we've got choices, friends. We've got choices. And I'm of the mind to pretty well just do this right away and swap it over so that I don't just sit there and never get it done. Now this, I'm not sure that I got the right, well, it looks right. It was dented. So I ordered another one and then also got this blue, which isn't much as far as paint goes, but it is the correct color. So we're gonna swap that too. Let's just totally disassemble this, even though we already have one totally disassembled right next to us. Okay, why are we being stubborn? Why are we being stubborn? Let's take the muffler off too and see what we got as far as condition wise goes. That's too big. I might have that socket out actually. Coming off of there. There. Come out of there. Okay, come on. Here's a good thing I could show you. We'll get this off of there. This is why people say don't pull them over if you see them at an auction. Because look at all that crusties in there, which could end up getting pulled in and then cause you trouble. Like right there. There. Let's get some magical stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad I did that because definitely that needs cleaned up. Definitely. Now, if we want to replace some of this other stuff, we can. We just have to do the thing. And the thing is scraping and cleaning as we go. You can tell that this is all off of like way later replacement parts, because it's got that embossed area for the serial number tags, like all the later saws had. They had the serial number there instead of riveted to the starter cover. Sure. Alright. Get rid of that one. Let's clean up and then we'll test fit this other one. I don't really have the time or the desire to totally tear this down right now, but I kind of don't want to. I don't want to have all these pieces laying around. And we can tear this down again later and make it prettier, you know. Because there we go. No? Something ain't right. I'm not entirely sure that this is going to work. And I'm not real sure why not. This handle might also be bent. It's amazing how stuff looks the same, but it doesn't act like it. All I know is it's not working out like I thought it would. I mean, if that's in there, that's not right there. Well, we might have to table that handle, because that's something's not kosher there. I might have got the wrong one of these, because they are different, I think, on the XL12s and the Super XLs. But I thought we were... What I might do is just get some paint and paint that red one and make it work. Because I'm not getting it. The dented one is out farther. Interesting stuff. But this one goes on there much better. Yeah. Okay, well, that was a fail. At least I think it was. I could take this out of there and then try to put it on and see. But like I said, I can't remember what color paint that is that matches pretty close, but there's a color that I can get of this metallic blue that'll be close. Yeah, now, if we want to change this out, that's kind of difficult. Whilst we do this, should we not make sure that we have spark? Because if we take the cover off, we might as well pull the flywheel, right? Can we get a ground? I don't know. Oh, we got good spark. We got good spark. This old saw will run. Now that we've totally made a mess of everything, let's go to this side. I know what we're going to find in here, and it's going to be dirt. So we're going to have another one of those where we probably will have this totally disassembled by the time we're done. There's a short one in there. Forgot. I thought there was one up top somewhere. Oop, get that off of there. Boy, she's packed. She's packed with trash. Should have known. Ugh. I'm thinking we probably should pull it anyway, just to make sure that it's and look at all of that. Oh, okay, well, now Let's take the handle and that off, and then we'll decide if we can clean it good enough like this for now. Because I really didn't want to do a total tear down of this. But if I have to, I have to. Alright, let's remember. How do we do this? So firstly, we have to get our... We need to get our carburetor out. I think I had to do this with a wrench, I think. Is how I did this. Does that sound right? You watched me do it last time, so... Come on, baby doll, come on. I'm hoping that since somebody's had this loose in recent times, that all of the gaskets will be nice and reusable. And we won't have to sit there and wait on parts. But... Okay. Struggle bus, struggle bus. Man, I tell you, it's making me earn it, friends. It's not wanting to play nice. That top screw is not wanting to play ball nicely. It's really making us earn it. I wonder if it's slightly bent. Let's get this choke out of there. Somebody has put, instead of a cotter pin, they took some little fine wire and they wrapped it around there. Which, that's fine, it works, I guess. Okay. We need that off of there. We need the throttle off of there, but we can get it in a minute. Let's take this rubber out of there. Oh, fuel line is rotten. That's okay. I wasn't really going to reuse that one anyway. But that might be the thing that holds us up today, because I don't know if I have any more. I have some different size modern fuel line, but what's holding us? The throttle rod is holding us, but we got to get it out of there. This is a lot of work to do just to make something historically accurate. Okay. Let's get this off of there. Boy, that bottom bolt just loves to hang up in there. Come on. I honestly don't care how you come out of there if you just come out of there. Alright, I think I got this clean enough to play. I spent a lot of time scraping and running stuff through the fins, and I think we're going to live with that for now. We'll take it apart later more. But I got this ready to go on. There were several things I had to switch over, like this fitting for the bottom, which is strange because if it doesn't have the manual oiler, why do they do that? I guess to seal off the tank, I don't know. Maybe to make it easy so you could add the manual oiler if you wanted, because you just take out that plug and run a line between, put a plunger in here, I don't know. But we're going to bolt this on and see what we get. But it should work, you know. I tried to clean up surfaces of stuff, you know. I'm making a mess off camera, don't worry. Oh, paper towels, where did you go? Oh, we need to put the oil line on first. So let's struggle bus. Sure. It is bizarre to me that they wouldn't just... Why wouldn't they just put a plug in both ends? Unless they thought that people wanting a manual oiler add-on was going to be more common than they thought. But what I'm getting at is, why didn't they just not do it that way? I don't know how to get across what I'm saying. Ah, darn. All my screws are dirty now. Come on, get in there. Maybe. Or not. Or not. Exciting, isn't it? Exciting footage, boring. That's the word we're looking for. But such is life, friends. Such is life. Oh yeah, we're going. Get them all started before we turn it super tight. Good. Switch to a wrench for the bottom two. All right. Now we've got us a handle. Hopefully everything is correct. It's the correct color. It matches really nice, except for this side, which is lost paint, but it's a handle. It's going to lose paint. What should we put on next? Well, let's put the carburetor back together. That might be a problem because I really feel like the one gasket that goes there should be replaced. I got the old one off, but I'm not happy with it. But we're gonna try it anyway. We'll put a little bit of the good stuff on it and see if we can fool it into participating. So I think why I had such trouble getting this apart was whenever this got put together the last time, they didn't get all the gaskets lined up or something. Because I'm struggle bussing getting, there we go. A delicate dance to get this in there. What I should have done is try to run a thread chaser through these, because this must have been a new old stock piece and it's very not participating. Like the threads have paint in them and they've never had anything screwed to it. But that's okay. We can suffer. I just know I'm turning these very, very aggressively compared to what I think they should be. Also, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure that this is the throttle rod that I should have used, but well, it looks the same. Well, we'll sort that out later. There's things that just aren't quite the way they should be. All right. That looks more better-er. Oh, we're not done though yet. We discovered that fuel line was no good. So we're going to have to try to put a new one in. And I thought I had some kits specifically for these, but I guess I don't. Or I used up all the line. I've got some filters. This saw never ever would have run with what was in there, because it was just horrendous. I gotta grab a hold of that too somehow. There it is. Come on. Let's get that input in, and we'll... I had to get creative here, because the end on the carburetor is so much bigger than the fuel line. And watch it now, I won't be able to get this in there this way. Dang it. I should have been paying attention. It's not going to do it. Alright. I think that's going to go for us. Now we need to clean up the whatchamacallit, clean up the starter cover. And then technically we could try to start this, you know. Oh, friends, I scraped out a bunch and there's still crap in there. It's amazing. Amazing how full. Oh, we want to do something else too. We want to put this little rubber plug in there. If that fits, I hope. It should. Oh yeah, those dogs. Come on, jump in there. Jump in there, doggy dogs. Come on, jump in there. 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 All right, friends, we're very close. We're going to tighten this up. All right. Let's put some fuel in it and some oil, with the idea that maybe we'll see it actually is oiling, because you never know at this point in their life whether they're still doing the thing or not. So we'll put a little bit, as in fill it up. Awesome. I do that every time, as previously stated. I always like to just make a mess, overflow my bar oil. That's certainly good for the saw, you know, to accumulate more trash in the fins that we just spent forever cleaning out. That's okay though. All right, fuel time. All right. Let's see what happens. This is awkward without... Well, look at that, baby dolls. Come on, recoil. Okay, we got more homework to do. But we're getting there, friends. We're getting there. We want to get this made blue. And then if the bar is the same, I hope. It's not though, is it? I guess we'll just live with the bent bar, because this one ain't gonna fly, friends. It's too close. That probably came off of a Super XL. See, that doesn't match up right. So we got that bracket right. I don't know. We'll worry about that later. But that's going to be our next installment, I think, is making this more better, you know. All we got to do is all the things, friends. All the things. This goes in here. The bar goes between those, and then this goes here like such. But it will run. I mean, it's just a matter of, well, for A, it probably needs fuel pulled up there pretty bad. And then for B, it, what do I want to say? I probably need to order carburetor gaskets and redo all that, because I wasn't happy with the way that went. The old gaskets just aren't the thing. Let's just put this one back on for now. Failed again. No. Let's give it one more try now that we've got some way to hold on to it. Well, I don't know which thing is more aggravating, the saw or the camera, because the camera's getting too hot. I did have it running, obviously, while the camera wasn't on, because that's how life works. But I think we have more homework to do. It doesn't want to stay running very good, and I would say that we're in the market for a carburetor rebuild, which is no problem. We also need to figure out why this recoil wants to play keep away from our intelligence. But it doesn't every time. It doesn't want to work. I can't find a happy place either. But anyway, I'm not sitting here pulling my guts out on it. The moral of the story is we got another saw that we didn't have exactly one like. And that's kind of cool. Like I said, it doesn't owe me anything. It doesn't have to do anything. It's just, I collect stuff. I don't know. I have that issue. So things like that happen. Behind it is the other version of it, the Super XL non-automatic oiler, and we cut with it once, but we've done nothing with it either. I mean, we haven't taken it apart and cleaned it or anything. So both of them, as well as all the other stuff in our collection, could benefit from some work, and that's the kind of stuff that on the winter days we'll tackle. But for now, we don't have to use them, so that's where we're going to leave it. But I was glad to get that that red changed over, because it looks much better with this, I would say, new old stock handle, because it's very pretty and it matches in right with the patina of the whole thing. And there we have it. So anywho's, we will tackle this at another time. We'll get messing with it and see what we can do. We need to put that other one back together. That's more important than this. I just didn't want extra pieces laying around forever. So that's where we're going to leave this one. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.